If we want to convert from a improper fraction to a mixed number, it is unfortunately a little bit more complicated. If we used long division, that would actually be the easiest way of going about this. 9 divided by 5, this would give us 1 with a remainder 4. This, yeah, actually I guess I should, yeah, let me just write out the whole process. 9 divided by 5, 5 goes into 9 once, we multiply it out, we subtract off, we get a 4, there's nothing left, so we have 1 with a remainder of 4. This would be 1 and 4/5 if we were doing it using long division. So if you're comfortable using long division, that's one way of going about it, but I still recommend using a calculator, figuring out how to do this on the calculator as well. So to do it on a calculator, what we're going to do is we're going to do, well, this says 9 divided by 5, so let's just do 9 divided by 5. This gives us a whole part of a 1, and the 0.8 there kind of tells us what the remainder is going to end up being. So this is 1.8. That 1 is the whole part. You can see it's the same as the whole part here. And this 0.8, this is going to split off. We have 1 plus 0.8. The 1 is the whole part. The 0.8, we need to convert that back to a fraction now. And to convert it back to a fraction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how many portions of that, how many, if you recall when I was talking about the division, I used the number of dots, how many, if we have groups of 5 dots, how many dots end up being in there in the 0.8. That's essentially what I'm doing here. I'm going to take the 0.8, which is the number that I have here, and I'm going to multiply that by 5, and I get 4. So 1 plus 4/5. The reasoning I'm able to do this, you can look at it this way. I'm essentially multiplying by 1. I'm saying the 0.8, I'm going to multiply it by 5/5. 5/5 being equal to 1. The 0.8 times the 5 gave me the 4. That's what I just asked the calculator, and I left the divided by 4 in there. So this is 1 and 4/5. So again, what I did, 9 divided by 5 is 1.8. The 1 is the whole part. The 0.8 was our fraction, or was our decimal part. I took that decimal part and multiplied it back by the original thing I divided by, so the divisor, the 5, and that gave me a 4, which told me that my numerator, part of my fraction, is going to be that 4. All right, let's do this again. 13/4, and I'll do this entirely on the calculator here. So 13 divided by 4 gives me 3.25. So this is 3, that's the whole part, plus 0.25. The fractional part here, 0.25. 0.25 times 4 gives me 1. So this is 3 and 1/4. Do it one more time here. 23/4. 23/4 is 5.75. Now, if you've done these, if you've worked with fractions much at all, you probably recognize the 0.75 as 3/4. If you recognize it, you might as well go with it. What did I say? It's 5 and 3/4. But the question is, what if we don't recognize it? So what if it was, I don't know, 23/5? Let's see what happens there. 23 divided by 5 gives us 4.6, and we need to figure out how to deal with that 0.6. So 4 is the whole part, and that 0.6, well, I divided by 5, so I'm going to take that 0.6 times 5, which gives me 3. That's my new numerator. This would be 4 and 3/5. A siren going by. I live by a fairly busy street, so I apologize for random sirens and noises, street noises that you may hear.